Good afternoon, gents. Thank you so much for joining us on the Barter on the Couch segment. So let's start off with a brief introduction of who you guys are and what you do within Digital Resolve.
Okay, cool. So I'm Olebogeng Radise. I'm the co-founder of Digital Resolve. I'm also the chief of creative officer of the company.
My name is Mohapi Polo, better known as Polo throughout. I'm the CEO, which I don't like using, but I'm more of the hard ass. I want my stuff done, and that's the main thing.
The big boss. All right, so gents, what is the inspiration behind Digital Resolve? Where did it all start?
Sure. I think that we have two different outlooks on it.
Outlooks in it, because we weren't really together when it was happening, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me, when you ask the question, what's the inspiration? I don't necessarily have one. I know I decided I wanted to do something, and when I did it, and we decided to do it together. That's how I see it. Because if I link it to inspiration wasn't there, I wasn't going to do anything. I was always going to do something. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, definitely. And I also agree with him. It wasn't really like an inspired thing. It's just because of, my reason is because of COVID. At the time, we were just chilling at home doing our assignments. But obviously, we wanted to find a way where we could also like better ourselves and progress and not just sit at home and not do anything. So that partnership came from, people who needed websites, and he was the guy I could contact and be like, yo guys, there's a project that I want to do you want to help me with it? And that's how the partnership essentially began with Digital Resolve. So yeah. Okay.
So what's the one thing you wish you knew before going into the digital space, before starting Digital Resolve?
You want to go first?
Yeah, the one thing I wish I knew is how actually like competitive this arena is in terms of digital. Like things get outdated quick in digital. Like things are always moving, always adapting. So it's good to be always aware of what's actually happening, like in the world, not just locally, but to try to perform to a global scale. Because digital is the next breakthrough in terms of the fourth industrial revolution. So yeah, that's my take on that one.
I also agree with them, but more on a basic level, the main thing I wish that I knew before I got into the space was actually how the space functioned as an entity. Because this thing is constantly living and breathing, and as it cycles, it has its hibernation points. And walking into that industry straight out of school, not really knowing how it works, and having to now figure it out as you go. It's a bit intense, but you get it as it goes. But that's like the one knowledge bit I wish I had, because it would have changed my approach to a lot of things in the first year when we did this thing.
Yeah.
So what exactly does Digital Resolve do? What do you guys do as Digital Resolve?
Yeah, you see, if you have to open the list, it doesn't get
Yeah, the whole thing.
But in short essence, man, we're just a digital creative agency. But, we sit with your brand and we think about it in a creative sense. You see a logo, I see emotions, connections, stuff that invokes something in people. You know what I mean? So for what we essentially do is we actually live with some form of storytellers. It's what we've decided to look at, and we've built our team. And now we said, okay, what do we want to be? What are we trying to do? And what we're trying to do is tell stories. So at the crux, what we do is we tell a story. Whatever medium we tell the story is then up to us. You know what I mean? And that's where the creativity, the digital aspect of it comes in.
And at the end of the day, we're also trying to create value for our clients and our communities. But the connections we made, because by one connection we could simultaneously create other connections for us, and those how we build relationships and build kind of a digital community in terms of how we can approach different solutions in different ways. So in a way, it kind of makes us very innovative in terms of resources and how we communicate with our clients.
So in essence, we're a brand solutions company. Right?
Yeah.
We don't do
brand solutions.
That's about it.
Yeah.
So, looking at how you guys have started this company, what are you guys doing to inspire growth and entrepreneurship?
I'm sorry. I don't think but I think the most we've really done is us by just doing this in itself has been an encouragement to a whole bunch of people. So, but what we've done is likely thank you for the opportunity from our old varsity. We've really gone out and we started talking to these first years, third years, and second years, and just talking to the dudes about the journey, the opportunities that exist for them out there. I know just 2 weeks ago we had an industry connect where we reached out our 4 classrooms just chatting about our journey. you know, telling the dudes like, guys, this is what you guys can do. This is what
What
we
you can
did.
expect,
This is what you
you know.
expect.
Here's a proper inspiration.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's also nice for us because it keeps us on our toes because we know that people are watching, they want to see us do well, you know. So it's also an inspiration for us to, you know, like we're actually doing something and it's actually showing that we're actually making a difference. And, you know, if we can inspire, we've done half of the job, you know.
That's beautiful. So, what are you doing to encourage change for the young people in the digital space?
So for us currently right now, we're really focused on youth. So even like our team, how we employ, we look at people who are young and who are ambitious, who are creative. And I think our team is under 25, yeah. So we're youth-led, like, you know, we're trying to push that, you know, if you give a black kid an opportunity, he can actually show you what he can do. So in a way, we're also trying to create empowerment for black youth and trying to show that, you know, we also have the power to do great things.
Because at the end of the day, we were a bunch of youth that was given a chance. So now, if we were empowered, you know what I mean? So why not go out and do the same thing? Why am I looking for a 35-year-old when there's a 25-year-old who's telling me like, yo, I can do this, give me a shot.
Probably hungry as well.
He's hungry,
Yeah, he's hungry.
he wants it, so why not give it to him? You know what I mean? So that's what.
Absolutely. So, are there any regrets
Regrets? I don't think there's
with this career path added?
sleepless nights.
That's the only regret.
That's the only regret. That's the only regret. But I really don't have any regrets. For me, it's always been a thing in my future. I didn't think it was gonna come this early, but I've always wanted to start my own business. And I think we had conversations like that in varsity. You know? We thought we were gonna start like the industry where go to agency, get experience, get clientele, what, and then start our own thing. But you know, fate had another
thing in store for us.
Yeah, so
there's no regrets.
yeah,
I
there's
mean,
no,
at this point, it's just like, it's an L here because we don't sleep. But
Yeah.
other than that, there's no real regret. I wouldn't change anything up until this point.
Okay. And being the inspiration that you guys are, do you guys have any advice for the creative minds of South African youth?
well, the biggest one I can say is that talk to people, like put yourself out there, you know, embrace your work, you know, be proud of what you do, you know. And if clients come through that they need something from you, don't shy away. See where you can help them, even though you don't have the confidence to think you can do the job. Take the opportunity because like it'll also grow you as a creative to in terms of experience and how you approach certain situations. So I say put yourself out there, make your connections and talk to people. Yeah.
I would say the biggest advice I can give is stop saying I should, just do it. You know what I mean? Do it. You know what I mean? The biggest thing I can give is that you can never be prevented from bringing your vision to life just because I don't have a camera. I don't have this, you know. With what you have, you can do the most ever. You know what I mean? This guy shot a movie on an iPhone 7. So the biggest thing is if you have an idea, stop waiting for that perfect moment. I know it's a cliche, but just get out, start shooting it. You'll find that the solutions are gonna come to you, and that's where your creativity is really gonna shine the most.
All right. And in closing, gents, clothing. No, it's this one. The clothes are really It's the. All right. In closing, gents, what quotes do you guys live by?
Quotes.
Yeah. What quotes do you live by?
Quotes, man.
There's this one by Martin Luther King is if you can't walk, man. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, or something like that. But just keep moving forward. Something close to that.
By Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. I know it's by him, but it's just a thing of like, you know, just keep pushing, and soon you'll see the silver lining. I forgot how it goes, but something along those lines. So I just say keep going. Guys.
Just keep going.
It's tough, but just push, bro.
Yeah, his hella inspirational. Mine is pretty much simple. It's known by everybody in the world. Just do it. Easy. Just do it. You have no represent, you know? That's about it, man.
Yeah.
I think, James, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, and all the best with Digital Resolve.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right.